Hi guys, it's Mia, aka Cheerleading Problems on Tumblr, and I'm just going to show you how I do my competition makeup. So I'm just going to start off with a clean face, make sure there's no makeup on it and that you wipe it down. And then I just take my Kat Von D foundation in the shade 44, which is light. It's a really good foundation. It stays all day and it covers up everything that you need to cover. And I just use a flat brush and I'm just going to put it on my hand, and then I'm going to take some with the flat brush and buff it into my skin. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Maybelline Cover Stick Concealer in the shade Light Beige and put it under my eyes and on any red spots and blemishes I have. A lot of the times I'll use the shade White for under my eyes. It really helps brighten it up, but I actually ran out. And then I put some on my eyelids to cover up any red circles that I have, and if you have veiny eyelids, then that helps cover that up. Okay, so next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and I start off by taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush, and using the spoolie side I just brush out my eyebrows and make sure all the hairs are going in the same direction. And then I dip it in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Auburn, and I just line the bottom of my eyebrow in a nice straight line, making sure the ends are pointed. And then I line the top of my eyebrow, and then I fill it in. If you guys wanted a more in-depth tutorial, I can definitely do one for you guys. Just let me know in my inbox on Tumblr. So next I'm going to be taking my CoverGirl True Blend Foundation. It's a liquid makeup, and mine's in the shade I1. And it's just a very thin foundation, and I use it to line around my eyebrows to just get them to have sharper lines. So you'll see me doing that in a second. This is an e.l.f. concealer brush, and I got it at Target for $1. So it's actually a great investment. I've had it for a really long time, and if you're looking into getting or doing your eyebrows more often and you want to do this trick to make your eyebrows look a little more sharp, I definitely would suggest getting this brush as opposed to an expensive MAC one. So this is me just taking my concealer brush and blending the CoverGirl foundation in with my Kat Von D one, because the CoverGirl one is a little bit lighter, and then I bring it down onto my eyelids to kind of double as an eyeshadow primer. And then next I'm going to be taking my powder, which is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 110, and I'm just going to put that on a fluffy brush by Shany Cosmetics, and I'm just going to powder my entire face with it. So as you can see, I'm very pale, so I do need a little bit of bronzer This is the Wet n Wild Bronzer Color Icon in the shade Ticket to Brazil, which is number 739. And I suck in my cheek and I just put it in the line right there, right underneath my cheekbones. And I bring it up onto my temples a little bit. I know I'm really pale and I know that I should probably go tanning, but I look really, really bad with a tan, believe it or not. And I do stick out like a sore thumb on the mat, but it's a price I'm willing to pay to not have to go to school looking like a carrot. So I just like to make my face a little bit tanner so that way in close-up pictures I don't look like a ghost. So I realized as I was filming this that I actually threw away the blush that I usually use because I ran out. So I'm just using a very light pink blush that came in an eyeshadow kit that I got for Christmas. And I'm putting it on a smaller blush, and then I'm just going to be smiling a lot so I can find where the apples on my cheeks are, and I'm going to put it right on the apples on my cheeks. And I'm going to make sure that I get it kind of dark, which sounds weird, but it just makes you look a lot happier on stage, and it looks kind of funny up close. It kind of makes you look like a clown, but trust me, it looks a lot better on stage to have a lot of blush on. Okay, to start off with the eyes, I'm using a white color, and I used an eyeshadow primer. I just didn't get myself filming with it. It's the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. It doesn't work that well because it's only $1, so I wouldn't suggest it. But all of my eyeshadow shades are in my Coastal Scents 88 palette. The 88 palette is called Mirage. So I start off with the white, and then I'm just using a little bit of a charcoal gray to fill in my creases and give it a little bit of depth to make it look nice and smoky. So next I'm going to be taking a black, and to work with black eyeshadow you have to understand that less is more, and the less you get on the brush the better it's going to turn out. If you put a lot on your brush you're just going to have black smeared all over your eyelid. You always want to start off with a very little bit, and if it's not enough then you work your way up by doing another very little bit, and so on and so forth. I'm just blending that into the gray. I'm doing it a little bit more towards the inner section of my lid than the outer, so that way the gray fades out towards my brow bone. And I'm doing that so that way I have a little bit more drama to my eyes and it's a little bit more noticeable from the judges table. So I'm just building up the black more and more and making it a little bit more dramatic each time I do it. Next I'm just going over the white. I'm putting a little bit more white on my inner corner and on my lid. I like to make mine kind of look like a soft cut crease. I just think it looks really nice from afar, and it makes when I blink it looks really pretty. So I'm just doing it on my lids and then my brow bone. And then I'm going in with my Stila Stay All Day eyeliner in black. And I know it kind of looks like I leaned in and came out and had eyeliner on, but it's because I cut it because I get really close to the mirror. And then next I'm just going under my eyes with an electric blue eyeshadow. It's the same color blue that's on my uniform, so it looks really pretty as an under eye eyeliner. Now I'm just taking the white and I'm putting it in my inner corners and blending it in with the blue, so again the blue doesn't look too harsh on my face and it looks a lot more natural, which I know sounds weird because blue isn't natural, but it's just so it's not a harsh line. So now I'm just putting on the L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly Mascara in the shade Black Brown. And usually I put on fake eyelashes, but the fake eyelashes that I bought for competitions look very bad on. It's just way too dramatic and way different than I thought it was going to look. So I didn't wear them, and I probably will get new ones by the showcase, but the showcase is in 3 days, so I'm not really sure. But if I do get them, then I'll post a picture of what my makeup looks like with them on. And my gym is actually required to have the silver sparkles next to our eyes, so usually I do those, but since it was a practice, I decided to skip it. Again, they'll be in the picture if I post the picture of my makeup from my showcase. And in a second, I'm going to be leaning into the mirror, and I'm going to be putting on my Revlon Color Stay lip liner crayon in the color red. And I just came out with it on because I got too close to the mirror to show anything. So now I'm going to be putting on my Rimmel London Kate Moss lipstick in the shade Kiss of Life. It's really pretty. It's really red. If you can't pull off red lipstick, I'm going to tell you right now, do not try it. Some people just can't pull off red lipstick, and we all need to accept it. We need to not try. My team has a very strict policy of doing lipstick that looks good on you. That's my finished makeup look. Remember to follow me on Tumblr at Cheerleading Problems. And if you have any questions, just put them in my inbox.